Live from the City of Angels, it's Sunday night. The Sunday Evening Spectacular is underway. Let's do it.
Always wondering where I'm going, where is best to go. And you were my only hero all these years and more.
I'm just digging the track, right? I actually enjoy these intros more than the movies I see lately, that's for sure. Let's talk about Margot Robbie tonight, live from LA. Nina's automatic call in the background as we get ready to talk about Margot Robbie's bombs. We had Sydney Sweeney's bombs lately, and now we have Margot Robbie under the microscope. No one does it like us, baby. Don't forget that. The gold standard. Ain't nobody else even in the contest. The champions on the mic. All right, here we go. I'm really digging the song so much that I don't even want to fool around with it. I just want to leave it on the entire time. Here we go. Let's go check out Variety here on this Sunday night. Thanks for being here live. As always, a pleasure to do this show. Our Riddler from the Batman streaming show. Forever it'll be, no matter what anyone tries to make it, we will never rise above niche. And I like that. There's something to that. You can't buy niche. That's for sure. Let's check in with Variety and find out what happened with a big, bold, beautiful journey. If you missed this morning, you probably didn't hear that, oh my Lord, look. A big, bold, beautiful bomb. This film absolutely tanked. So tonight, we are discussing Margot Robbie's biggest bombs. And it's not one or two. We have the top 5 here tonight. And let's just get into it with our number 5 biggest bomb for Miss Robbie. It is Birds of Prey. As we look at the box office mojo of Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn. Remember that? It opened with 33 million. People were like, it's going to be 70, 80 million easy. That's when comic movies were still going off. This was right before COVID hit. It was February, and then we know March is when they shut it down and said you can't go to the movies. But this film underperformed, not just opening weekend, but overall. When you look at the total box office on this film, you're looking at 205 million. And yes, okay, that's not 10 million, 20 million, 50 million, like some of the films we're going to talk about. But you look at the production budget, 84 million. So this barely broke even. That's why it's number 5. It should have done a lot better than 200 million because, again, this was when DC wasn't dead. Now they're sort of still on life support, I would argue. I mean, Superman doesn't count. But this film should have been bigger, and it wasn't. That's why it's number 5. Number 4 is a film that you're going to forget. No one but me remembers this film. I didn't have any other research to go by, right? I could look at her IMDb page. But I said, you know what? Let me just dig through the annals of my mind and figure out what was a film that she had after she became Margot Robbie right? After I, Tonya, pretty much everything after that, she was a name, okay? And this film, she was a name. Mary, Queen of Scots from 2018. A film that had a budget probably higher than you expect. The budget on this thing was $25 million, which actually isn't the end of the world for a film, you know, big period piece. It ended up with $46 million worldwide. But again, remember, profitability is at 2.5x. So we really should be somewhere in the neighborhood of 65, 70 million, and this is 45. So this is a loss for Miss Robbie. So breaking even, losing money, and number 3, even though that's hard to pick. Which film's worse, 3 or 2? Let's talk about 3, and then you guys can decide in the comments which film is worse. Babylon is our number 3 worst film of Margot Robbie's career, not just from a box office perspective, but also from a quality perspective. It's definitely contending for her worst overall film. We've got some other films to talk about, but it's very important that we drive that home. This film was awful. $65 million on the budget, on the total worldwide take. The budget on this was, go to the notes, $100 million. So this film lost Paramount its ass. Yikes. So is it number 3 or number 2, the worst film of her career? Well, here comes another bomb. You guys guess what number 2 is? It's Amsterdam. Another film I guarantee you memory hold. Why would you ever want to remember Amsterdam? David O. Russell. Supposed to be an awards film. Got a chance to see it early, and I'm like, this film's dead. The second I was into it like 10 minutes, this film is dead. It's going nowhere. I am doing a live stream. Stop texting me. Thank you. That's what happened when you don't put silence on the phone. It's across the room. But you know it's live. When you look at Amsterdam, you're talking about a film that lost Fox. I believe it was still Fox at that time. If not, it was really recent under the Disney acquisition. Lost them their ass. And our number 1 film is this weekend's film. It is a big, bold, beautiful bomb. A film that had a budget of $45 million. It opened, I forgot the I in beautiful. Just pretend you don't see that. This is a film that's not good. The MMT evaluation is moments away. But what we've got to talk about here when we start talking about Margot Robbie and these bombs, right? Or at least barely breaking even. Is Margot Robbie a movie star? Are there movie stars anymore? This is the big picture after we go through this list, is she's not bankable, right? If she were, then we wouldn't have a top 5 biggest bombs. So it's fair, but it does lead to the bigger question. Do we have movie stars anymore? Tom Cruise, one of the last. Brad Pitt, one of the last. There's not a lot. And Margot Robbie is further proof that it's all about IP, right? Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey is not IP anyone cares about. It's not even a rom-com. It's got a lot of problems. Moments away, the evaluation. But what I also want to talk about, in addition to everything I just laid out as far as these bombs, this is another small film that has come into the marketplace and been bulldozed. I've told you this for months upon months, hell, a year now. These films that are smaller, non-tentpole, non-4-quad, all-inclusive, big effects, big grandiose productions, these films are going to disappear from your viewing schedule at the multiplex. Because they're losing money and nobody's going to see them. We have all these awards films coming in over the next several weeks. Smashing Machine. Tomorrow night, I get to see it live, out of theater, MMT evaluation of that coming up tomorrow night on a Monday here in LA. But films like that, it has The Rock. That should help, I guess. But I mean, we can't even say he's a star, right? But that's the issue. It's not just about Robbie and the problems. It's about the issue of smaller films not firing at the multiplex. So this is a very big topic tonight. If you care about cinema, you should care about what's happening. And Kuzma, you're saying exactly what I'm saying. That's fair. It's all about IP. It's about a Minecraft. It's about anime. So we saw Demon Slayer again, #1 film this weekend. It's about horror films, not about the stars. You could make a case it's about directors more than it's about stars nowadays. Nolan, as we know, just became the president of the DGA, but a director that draws asses to the multiplex in droves. And that's where we're at. Tarantino, if he ever comes back, same thing. Margot Robbie, if you look at her successes, it's part of an ensemble. It's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, okay? Those are the films that have been bigger for her. Barbie, obviously, is her biggest film, but that's IP. So listen, here's the problem, too, is as a studio, you're giving Margot Robbie like $20 million for a movie now. She's not worth $20 million. Wuthering Heights is going to be a huge litmus test again for her coming up here in February. Warner Brothers spent a lot of money on that Emerald Fennell film. And I think that paying any star an exorbitant price tag of $20 million this day and age is just not worth it. You pay for the IP, you pay for the property, you pay for the Zelda. You don't pay for the person playing Zelda, right? That's what the fundamental shift is here in this town. And this weekend has proven it again. But I really think you've got to think for a moment here about how crucial this beatdown is to the bigger picture. I love going to the movies. As much as I didn't love A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, we talk about here, seconds away. I want to watch these films in a movie theater. I want to watch it at home. Tonight, at home, I watched Kogonada, who's the director of tonight's MMT evaluation. I watched his second film, After Yang. I finally saw it. I like it a lot more than what we're about to talk about. I'm actually going to do a 1-2. I'm going to do Kogonada 3 and Kogonada 2. His third film, then his second film. We'll do them back-to-back MMT evaluations. One's way better than the other because he's a very specific director. More on that in a minute. In fact, let's just do it. I need just a break to play a trailer for you so I can just chill. Here it comes. This is the trailer, 30 seconds. So just stick with me. It's not going to take long. Here comes the MMT evaluation, live of A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey.
Sarah and David,
Sorry, are we talking to each other now?
do you want to go on a big, bold, beautiful journey?
Yes.
This is unbelievable. Mom, I miss you.
No matter who you are in your life, we just need someone to share it with.
A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey.
And we all know what happened this weekend. Again, huge bomb. I mean, you're talking about $1,060 per screen. Horrible numbers. Burbank was dead yesterday, and that's Burbank, man. If it can't pull in L.A., you know it's not doing well in Tulsa. Indianapolis, Arlington, Virginia. Name a city. Pick a city. Let's discuss where this film goes wrong, and it's not a great film. I'll start with something I like, and it goes back to Columbus and to our third film from Kogonada, which we're talking about after this. That's After Yang. He has a very nice physical aesthetic to his film. He has visually an impressive eye, and you see some of that here manifested in this film. That's great. But the screenplay, not written by Kogonada, written by another dude, apparently he's on the blacklist, which means like a script that everyone thinks is good. We just got to make this movie. Well, yeah. Tonally, it's a mismatch throughout this film. It's not a rom-com. It's kind of a dramedy / rom-com / It's a Wonderful Life / it's a Family Man. It's really like Family Man. Much better film. Oh, my God. The Family Man's fantastic. Nicolas Cage. Was that 2000? Téa Leoni. Man, that film hits. This doesn't. He tries to do that. It doesn't work because it's trying to juggle these different tones. And the other thing that really hurts this film is everything's drawn out. Everything's overlong. There's no control by Kogonada of a scene to make it as tight and as close to essential as it needs to be. There's too much in it, and you need to compress these things and make the film move better because the pacing is sluggish many times. I mean, here's how sluggish it was. An hour and 15 minutes in, this woman gets up and leaves. She had all her things. She left. It doesn't happen often, but an hour and 15 minutes in, you're not even invested in what happens. That's how this film goes. I don't like Margot Robbie here and her character. I don't know why she said yes to this. There's a whole nother stream we could do. Actors saying yes to scripts that you wonder why. Hard-edged, almost unlikable, right? She shoves men away. And then, in essence, she shoves you away. So I don't even like her in this film. I don't think she's great in this film either, even in that role, because she doesn't add the soft touches to her character, so she comes off as hard as unlikable. And that's not, again, actors have to. Listen, we talk about this all the time. Go back to The Whale, and you look at Sadie Sink in that film. Sadie Sink is a one-note raging bitch in that film. And it's her job. And listen, if Sadie's agent managers watching tonight, I know we have a number of industry folks who like to watch MMT as they should because we're the gold standard. You got to tell your actors and actresses you got to soften edges. Even if your character is, again, the one-note raging bitch, just show me a little bit of softness here or there. Make her more likable. Make him more likable. It's not a sex thing. It's an actor thing. Go back and you look at The Florida Project. Brooklyn Prince, one of her first, if not her first role, one-note raging bitch. If she, and she's young, so I kind of can't really blame her, if she softens her edges and makes herself just a little bit sweet, shows some vulnerability at times, you're going to be like, this is better. I like Florida Project. It's his best film, without question, okay? No question. That is Sean's best film. But when you look at actors, their job is to, even if the character's despicable, make them redeemable at some level. And Margot Robbie doesn't soften the edges enough here. This is a joke, but I'm throwing it in here before I get into the main big takeaway from this. Colin Farrell, as a guy who is getting more gray by the moment, can I explain to you that you need to stop making your beard and your hair jet black dye? It looks weird. It looks like you put shoe polish on your beard. I mean, listen, I do, as I zoom in here, can you guys see? I do soften some of the gray, but it's not jet black like Colin Farrell in this movie. But here's the big takeaway. That's the joke, right? That's the goofy thing. It's fair, but it doesn't really affect the film. This is Exhibit A of directorial mismatch. What does that mean? That means the director's skill set is not ideally suited to the film he or she is directing. And nothing made that more clear than me watching After Yang tonight, immediately ahead of this stream. That's why we're a little bit late. I had to finish After Yang, and it bears 100% proof upon what you see there at the bottom of your screen. What Kogonada does, and you saw it in Columbus, and you see it in the film we're about ready to talk about, After Yang from 2021, came out during COVID, very hard to find in the theater. I wanted to watch it in a theater. I wish I had seen it in a theater, but it's not available at a theater. It was only at like Alamo downtown, and frankly, I don't want to go to Alamo downtown. I don't want to get shot. I mean, that's basically how downtown LA is. It is Mad Max shit. I'm not going downtown LA for anything. They could actually send a limo for me to go downtown to go to a premiere, and I would say no. Well, actually, I would just ask, does it have bulletproof glass? If it doesn't, I'm not going downtown. That's how bad it is. But After Yang is a film that shows you what Kogonada can do. Let's just go back to back on the evaluations here tonight. Here is about a minute of a film that is far superior to A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. It is Kogonada's second film. It is entitled After Yang.
Come on, Yang. What are you doing? Come on.
What happened to Yang?
I don't know. He shut down last night. He won't restart.
Has this happened before?
No.
If we can't get Yang fixed, we're not gonna buy another sibling for Mika.
It is an interior core problem. I need your permission to break open the core. We've always known that some bots are equipped with spyware. You might not want this bot in your house anymore.
I wish I had a real memory.
And that's Yang, and there is Colin Farrell. And I'll tell you what, here's why it was so crucial for me to watch this. And I'm so glad I did, because it works perfectly with tonight's stream, and I wouldn't even have the same knowledge base if I hadn't have watched this film right before. Okay, what you get out of this is what you get out of Columbus. When you watch After Yang, you are watching a film that is right in his wheelhouse. What does he do? He makes meditative films. Okay, Columbus was like that. After Yang's like that. Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey tries to at times, but it's not the film. It's not the right screenplay. Kogonada wrote Columbus. He wrote After Yang. Kogonada needs to write his material to direct. That is the takeaway from tonight, without question. It's also hypnotically captivating. Like Columbus, this does that too. It's deep. It's got a lot of AI questions. You know, what's a soul? It's got a spiritual aspect that I really like to it. And that's what this man does. And we need to, for film number 4 for you, Kogonada, you've got to go back to Columbus, After Yang, and the beauty of silence. And this film is very quiet, meditative, and beautiful. And for that, I give it a 90%. It's a hell of a lot better than A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. But it's a reminder that as a director, you've got to know what you do well. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. Putting the pieces together, I know what happened here. Okay? And you're not getting this from anyone else. You're not getting it from Deadline, Variety, THR, World of Real, even though I do think World of Real is pretty good. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I know exactly what happened with The Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. I can walk you through exactly how this whole thing went down. Colin Farrell, as you just see, in After Yang, works with Kogonada. Kogonada, he's like, man, this guy's good. Farrell's like, I want to have this guy do my next film. There's the problem. So Farrell attaches himself to the project, says, I just worked with this guy for After Yang, and he's perfect. Let's bring him in. The problem is, Colin, what you get in After Yang is not what you need for A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey. So Kogonada is screwed, essentially, by Farrell bringing him along to the project. But This is a great lesson for the directors out there, and I know I have a lot who do watch. Our viewers are very smart and very connected to this industry. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Directors, know when to say no. Don't just take a paycheck. In your gut, you've got to know when to say, this isn't the right project for me. And too many people, you go back and you look at all of those directors who work at Disney on the Marvel films. Go look at Nia DaCosta coming off of the Marvel. She's like, holy shit, it's about to ruin my career. Look at Chloe Zhao, Eternals, right? You have to know, is this the right thing for me? Will I be able to do my thing? Is this script going to work to my strengths? And I think the problem is so many directors think they're great at everything. They're not. I'm tired of this whole idea, and you guys know this speech. I'm going to do it again. I am so tired of people who think I can do everything great. No, you cannot. Do you know the number of people who can do the stream that I'm doing right now live? I've been on for 25 minutes, nonstop evaluations, breaking things down, listening. This is not taped. This is live. You know how people could do this in this space? Let me help you with that. It is sub 1%. Sub 1% in the space. But here's the thing. I know what I do well. Why do you think we do these things live? Because I'm good. If I wasn't good, I wouldn't be doing this. I'd be one of those people doing 1,000 takes and cut. Because they can't do this. You got to know your skill set. I'm better doing live than I am taped because I like no safety net. When I was a TV news anchor, I didn't want a safety net. I want to do it live. And the best thing about this stream and anything that I do on this channel, when it's over, it's over. There's no editing. There's no nothing to add. I am done with the son of a bitch. I'm going to bed. That is priceless. And guess who? Let me tell you something. There are so many people who would do the same thing. They just can't do it. So if they're not doing it, let me help you with that. They can't do it. They know they can't do it. They're not going to step out onto the tightrope. They're going to fucking fall 40 stories. They're not going to make it. That's the difference between me and them. Temerity and talent will win every fucking time. But as a director, if I'm a director, I can tell you what I'd be bad at. I'd be outstanding at give me what you want to have done and we're going to get it done. Do not have me storyboard that shit. I just want to shoot it live. And they'd be like, this is so unorganized. So what? This is what I do. I know what I do. So that's what I would bring to the table is the ability to get it done. It'll always get done. But I don't want to war plan and game plan and just, oh my God, just let's do this. And that's what this stream is. I mean, I have a raw outline, but sometimes it's not exactly how I want it to go. But directors, you must know what your wheelhouse is, and you need to know what you do well and what you don't do well. If someone came to me and said, hey, Weber, we're going to give you a $10 million film. We want you to go ahead and direct this. I'd be like, I don't want to, because that's not what I want to do. I will watch the final cut and tell you what needs to be changed, but I don't want to make the film. I want to tell you where all the mistakes are, because I can do that really well. So you know what you do, and you got to know when to say no. Do not take the paycheck. Pass. Stay in the one-bedroom apartment. You don't need that house in the hills. This is, man, I'm telling you, man, if there's one thing you can take away from this ever on this stream, do not sell your fucking soul for money. Do not ever do it. There's no, dude, this is Earth. There's one, we are here and we are gone. Why do you care if you live in a $10 million house up in the hills or you live in a one-bedroom apartment? It doesn't matter. Do you have a roof over your head? Do you have a shower? Do you have a kitchen? Do you have a bed? What else do you need? You don't need the big house. If you want it, go for it. If you can afford it, go for it. But if you're going to go ahead and give up your morals, give up whatever you really want for that, you'll sell out. Nah, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. It's not worth it at the end of the day. Who cares? You know, and if you're trying to impress someone, don't do that either. Impress yourself. I mean, I can't tell you guys enough. When people live through impressing others, it's one of the weakest of human traits. There's no reason you should ever care about the wants and needs of others unless they're your family and you've got to do something for them. But other than that, let me tell you something. Everyone on film Twitter, everyone who's, comes in and says a comment, love you all. But at the end of the day, I've got to make myself happy. I'm not here to please you. I don't buy my football kits / soccer jerseys because I want to impress you. I buy them because I like them. I have these sunglasses because I like them. I have my Emmy because I like it. Well, I want it. But you know what I'm saying. You don't see me walking around with this. I should go into tomorrow night's screening of Smashing Machine with this. And I'll look for our boy Jeff Conway. Remember him? Look, Jeff, it's an Emmy. Dude, I can't wait. Tomorrow night's going to be amazing. I get to walk in tomorrow night. And I get to see all of the film Twitter geeks. I can't wait. And if you want to come up and say hi, I'm right here for you. I would love nothing more than this some Jabba the Hutt looking motherfucker to come up and say something, because I'd be like, dude, you got to be kidding me, bro. Go to the gym before you even come up and say a word to me, bro. Oh, yeah, that's how we're playing. It'll be fun tomorrow because this is, dude, every time I go to one of these, I sit there and I look around and I go, holy shit, man. This is like the biggest group of nerds you'd ever want to hang out with, man. Oh, shit. But I'm going to do it for you tomorrow. I'm going to sit in, I'm going to watch, and I'm going to have to deal with these people. All right, let's do a trailer react. I'll get to as many comments as possible at the end. If I don't get to it right now, I promise you by the end of the stream, I will get to comments, as many as possible on the Comment Plus closeout. All right, real quickly, I want to touch on this. I didn't mention this, and I want to bring it in right now. Look here. This is crazy because it dovetails perfectly into what we just talked about with Margot Robbie, Colin Farrell, movies, the movie bombing. Look at this quote. Right now is a really good time for film. That's what Robbie and Farrell said? What are you talking about? It's not a good time for film. These two have no idea what they're talking about. It's a terrible time for film. These films are bombing, dude. Margot Robbie's like, well, I got my $20 million, so I'm okay with it. What are you talking about? These movies are doing terribly. She should, if anything, the headline should be it's a concerning time for film because these smaller films, but they live in a bubble. Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie live in a bubble in that house in the hills. They don't live a real life like you and I. They don't even know. There's like, oh, did I get my $20 million? I mean, now she knows this film bombed. But how do you not know these films are not doing well? All these small films are getting crushed. There's a rare aberration like Materialist at $100 million worldwide. Crazy, right? Awesome. Love it. Like the film. Go back and watch the evaluation. But this is completely myopic shit from the two of them. Say it's a great time for film. Yeah, for you and your paychecks, not for the movies. They're not doing well. Your paycheck's going to dry up soon, honey. Really soon. Because these films are tanking. It's not just this weekend. It's across the board. These films are in huge trouble. Here we go. Let's get ready. It's time for the trailer react. I have not watched Anaconda. Apparently, you guys say this is something else. Here we go. We're watching Anaconda. Is it a remake? Well, first of all, I see Jack Black and I see Paul Rudd. It's got to be a comedy. So I don't know what I'm about ready to watch. It's time to watch the Anaconda trailer here on MMT. Let's do it.
3, 2.
You don't say the last
Go!
one. It's okay.
Anaconda.
I don't want to wait, man.
Doug, what are you talking about?
Let's do it. Let's reboot Anaconda.
Okay, are they playing themselves? I'm feeling very Tropic Thundery right now. Am I on the right track right now?
Yes.
Wait,
What? This is going to be the adventure of a lifetime. We've dreamed of making this movie ever since we were kids.
Okay, so they're not playing themselves. They're playing film lovers who want to remake Anaconda. Okay, all right, I got the premise. Here we go.
What does it cost to get this thing made?
$2.5 million.
We've approved a loan for up to $9,400.
I do like that. That's like making a movie. Every producer I talk to is like, getting any cash to make a movie is like brutal. That's why it's going to be harder and harder to make these small films. They're just going to say, no, we're not making them. Yep. Concerning, isn't it? Yeah, it kind of is.
We're going to shoot it indie style. Run and gun.
We need a riverboat, a script, a snake handler, and a real snake.
Claire, you and I will...
So it's a micro-budgeted horror film, and they're geeks that want... Okay, I get it. All right, let's see what happens here.
Darn it.
I love you, Derek.
Kenny, you shoot it. Here we go. Doug, you direct. Action! Put your face right up next to the snake.
Very Tropic Thundery, right?
Maybe it'll be okay.
Cutting.
Okay, so I'm going to guess... I'm going to guess that they have to go find a real anaconda. That's just the screenwriter in me.
This is Anaconda. And we no longer have a snake for our snake movie.
Oh, here we
To
go.
go out in the jungle and find another one. What is that?
Oh my.
My anaconda! We're in the middle of the jungle and we are being hunted!
Oh, I mean, listen, we haven't had a lot of comedies, so I'm kind of into this more than actually a remake of Anaconda, right? This feels like Tropic Thunder. Third time I've said that, because it does. It's very much. And if it's anything like Tropic Thunder, then I might actually laugh a lot.
Now we die! It's okay, you're safe, I'm here! Holy
My anaconda.
Keep rolling!
Anaconda don't want none unless you.
He's dead.
Oh, no. What are we going to do?
What if we use Doug as bait?
Oh, I'm sure he's not dead. I mean, otherwise the movie's like, what? No, okay. I'm sorry. I'm just guessing. I mean, come on.
That's a really smart idea.
Doug would have wanted this.
That even looks like Tropic Thunder. Look at that shot. Dude, did they shoot it in the same location? It feels like they just went to the... Dude, why does this feel so Tropic Thundery? Doesn't that look exactly like the scene with Kirk Lazarus and Ben Stiller? What was his name? Scorchman? Where he's like, his hands, and he's like, cry for me. It looks exactly like that.
I'm not sure he would have wanted this.
Oh my God, mistake. He's alive.
I think
It looks... Everything is just like stealing Tropic Thunder.
Oh, he did! Doug! He's right behind you! What the hell is on my back? It's a long story! Run!
Okay, I mean, fine. Listen, if it's funny, I'm down. We need more comedies. We haven't had... What was the last good comedy? Shit. Tropic Thunder? There was something I saw this year that I laughed a few times. What was it? These films are so forgettable. I don't remember what it was. There was a comedy recently that I think was okay. That's all I can remember. It's pretty bad. I don't even remember it. No, not Jumanji. Yeah, it does kind of like Jumanji, right? Shot in Australia. I don't know. It is Tropic Thunder and the Meg. Yeah, exactly. Right, Luis? That's what I just see. I mean, from watching this for the first time. Let's see, is there another trailer? Let me go look at the trailers, and then I'll go to World of Real and be lazy and see what we can talk about from his site. That's how we do things here at MMT. I just go randomly look at websites and start shooting on them. All right. By the way, well, that means shoot like through the microphone. Not, come on. Don't even. Weber said that. We need to cancel him. He said it's like shooting things. He's the worst thing ever. That film Twitter people already hate me. Who cares? I don't care. Hate me. All you do is fuel me, baby. Don't forget that, you purple-haired weirdo. I ain't scared of you. You can't even decide what color hair you're going to come out of the house in tomorrow. Why am I worried about that? You didn't even go to the gym. Come on. Go to the gym. Take care of yourself. Get a haircut. I've officially turned into the old man yelling at clouds. I love it. It's great. Oh, did we watch Good Boy exclusive trailer? We haven't watched. This is coming soon. I've got an early screening of this, guys. I'm excited. This is Good Boy, the horror film with the dog. Let's just watch a few seconds of this. Only a minute. That's perfect. By the way, do you see what's happening here? This is what's happening. This is great. The beginning of this. Look at this random Twitter account saying, if the dog dies, we riot. This dog deserves an Oscar. It doesn't even matter who says anything anymore. We just put some random person. They could create this account on Twitter. IFC. Why couldn't they? That's the world we live in. That's why we're the gold standard. You can't buy the MMT stamp of approval. The seal of approval is expensive, baby. Well, it's not for sale. That's why. You got to make a good film. If it's not good, it's not getting the seal. No chance. Zero. You can't bribe me, man. Ain't for sale, bro. There's Collider. I mean, Collider, when's the last time Collider didn't hammer something? Did hammer something. They have not hammered a thing in forever. So useless. Collider is the most useless thing to ever use for a quote. I mean, guys, are we kidding here? One of the greatest animal performances of all time. They're really pushing this. If you love dogs, watch this movie. The Hollywood Outsider. What's that? I mean, I like the concept. We'll see. It's short. I heard it's like an hour and 10 minutes long. How cool is that? Like, dude, you can't go wrong with an hour and 10-minute film. I think that's one of the things Big Bold Beautiful Journey could have learned. As I said, it's overlong, every scene extended. It should come in at 135. It's like 205 or something. Like, oh, damn. A ripoff of Cat's Eye. It's from the dog's perspective. Perry Nemiroff works for Collider, and she's the one who said Saw is in great hands at Blumhouse. Oh, shit. Is that right? Yeah, Perry doesn't have any credibility. Sorry. Cut it and send it to them. You know, who is it? I think she does a show with Jeff and Scott. Hey, everybody, I'm Scott Mans. So, you know, I don't care. I mean, she has no credibility. If you have a problem with that, Perry, maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Come and say it. I don't care. I mean, I'll say it in public. I'll say it here. You don't have any credibility. So I don't know why you even bother saying anything about movies, because everything's positive. Well, that's not credibility. Credibility is the ability to savage things. You have none. And guess how many other people have no credibility? Almost everybody, right? I want to give a shout out, by the way, right now. A shout out to my boy, Ricky. Ricky, let me explain something to you. Don't ever come after me looking for fucking clout again. And the funniest thing about Ricky is this is the same bitch who texted me after a stream recently. I'm not going to mention Ricky's last name. I'm just going to hammer him right now for a second, because you don't understand who you're playing with, Ricky. I'm the fucking real deal. You don't send me a text telling me you love the stream, okay? And then literally minutes later on Twitter say something, try to use me as clout and say this guy. Dude, that's the biggest joke ever. Don't do that shit. Can you imagine being that pathetic? You get a text from someone saying, I love your show. Your show's amazing. And then on Twitter, like, Weber's kind of a jerk. Dude, what? Dude, I feel sad for you. Like, literally, I'm like, oh, shit, bro. Damn. Like, talk about sad. Dude. You don't understand. Let me explain something to you and everybody else who's out there. I do not fucking care what you have to say about what I do. It doesn't matter. And if you think you're going to sit here and say, oh, Weber, this and that, I mop the floor with you every day. Do you understand that? It's not a contest. You will get destroyed by what I possess, and my ability in the space is so much better than yours. It's not a contest. Whether our stream is the Riddler stream, whether it's whatever, I don't care about views or likes. I can tell you this. Our views to subs is some of the highest shit around. It's consistently high. Do you know why? Because we deliver and we're the gold standard. I don't care if we're not Stuckman or Grace Randolph. It doesn't matter to me. At the end of the day, no one, and I mean no one in this space has more credibility than me. No one, not one person. No one with any kind of award like what's his name, Justin Chang, sitting there with his Pulitzer, the same Justin Chang who told you that Megalopolis needs to be seen twice to take it in, how great it is. This is cancel bullshit. When you say something like that, your credibility is over. So I don't care if you have every award in the world. You don't have an Emmy, okay? And you also don't have the credibility I have. And the film space knows it. And for those of you who don't like it, let me remind you again, you better learn to appreciate it because no one in this space can even contend. It is not a contest. It's a TKO round fucking one. Don't play games. You will lose every time. So don't do it. Do not do that shit. Don't do it. Play those games with someone else. Play in your little sandbox of losers that you do. Do not come into my world. Don't do that shit. I don't play that way. It's the real deal, and I'm not going to play around with it anymore. So don't do it. Just fair warning. Don't do it. All right, let's see. Let's get some comments. Listen. Here's the deal: is I actually look forward to going these things. I'm not looking for trouble. I just want to walk in and watch the movie. But I love to sit there and know that of everyone in that audience, no one there has more credibility than me. Not one person. I don't care if they work for the LA Times. I don't care if they work for the New Yorker. I don't care if they work for Vox. I don't care if they work for the Atlantic. Nobody has more of an ethical standard when it comes to this space in objectivity and talent than me. Nobody. It's not. There's no one. You can name anybody. There's nobody. So don't even bother. And especially our boy at the Wrap with his 4 strands of hair. Maybe I'll see him tomorrow night. Maybe it's down to 3 strands of hair that you're dragging across your head. Like my Russian teacher in high school. Brush it from the back. You're fucking bald. We can all see it. Dude, I really should. Someone actually said the other day after watching one of the streams, says, you kind of remind me of like Andrew Tate. Only like that's good. I go, well, I don't want to be compared to that guy when it comes to the off the field shit. But when it comes to the ferocity through the microphone, I mean, dude, nobody in this space can contend. It's not a contest. How many more times have to say this? It's like, it's pointless. It literally is a waste of my time to even say these things. So that's it. We're not going to. Let's go to World of Real and steal some news stories and just make them ours. But you know, the funny thing is, I'm giving him credit. I'm giving Jordan credit. Even though he stole one of my tweets from years ago about Tenet. I said the MVP of Tenet was Ludwig Göransson, and literally 24 hours later, he's like, the MVP of Tenet is Ludwig Göransson. He rephrased it. I'm like, bro, dude, even if you think that, my tweet went viral, so don't be doing that. Like, here's the truth. If I ever send a tweet, and then you show me one that someone said there's exactly the same like 24 hours before, and let's say you didn't see it. Maybe Jordan didn't see it. Let's just give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm deleting the tweet because I don't ever want to be associated with stealing ideas. That's not who I am. I don't ever want to be accused of plagiarism. Never happened. I don't even want to read a review. I want to issue my proclamation and move on. That way I don't have to go, oh, why someone else influenced me. So, you know, so whatever. I'm just saying that's not cool. Like, imagine like copying someone else's words and then being like, oh, that was good by me. Dude, you just fucking ripped me off. Like, it's like, it's a real lack of character is what I would say. Again, you know, I don't know what it is. I carry myself with a huge amount, a very, very copious amount of ethics. And I think in this space, that's very rare. People will sell themselves out for anything. I will never, and I do mean this when I say this, ever will I ever sell out. It'll never happen. It will never happen. Don't even bother. I mean, why do you think I said the things I said about Charlie Kirk? Do you think anyone else in the space said that? No. In fact, it's the other way around. All the left-wingers. Oh, let's talk about that. Hey, hold on. You know, before I get into World Real, let's do this. Let's have some fun. I sent this tweet this week. I haven't talked about this, and this is what triggered our boy Ricky and some other people. Oh, God, I'm logged out of X. I can't even log in. Let's see if I can find it. I can't find it. Okay, here's the reality. Is that this space, I don't need the tweet, I can say it. this space is littered with hard left-wing people. And as someone who tries to be as centrist as possible, doesn't mean everything I see is in the middle. It means that I'm going to always try to be objective until it's time not to be objective. And the problem is this space is littered, I mean, just like a slew. Like, just point and you're going to be pointing at somebody who's hard left. They all know it's about virtue signaling and saying, oh, Charlie Kirk was the worst, or whatever the cause du jour is. That's what they're going to push. And that's fair. This space is occupied by hard left thinking individuals. That's the reality. And trust me, if you don't like what I'm saying right now, you're hard left. You don't like hearing that. Because, if you're one of these people celebrating Charlie Kirk's murder, assassination, gunning down, whatever you want to call it. Okay. I didn't watch a second of this ceremony today. Not a second. I was playing volleyball, I was doing other things. I like to just decouple, right? Get away. But here's what I'm telling you. If you're one of those people who are celebrating, you're a shitty person. That's it. There's no room for any kind of negotiation here. You're a shitty person. End of it. That's it. I'm not giving you an inch. You're a shitty human being. And there's no way to even come off of that. So don't even come in here and argue that. You're the person who's got the problem. Okay? So that's what we have in this space. We have a bunch of people who would celebrate if they didn't already, like our guy Strange Harbors, who we dragged, who's like, sends the gif of the woman on some game show where she's crying, and all of a sudden she's like, she's smiling, gives a peace sign like it's a fake cry. Sent at exactly the time they announced Charlie Kirk was dead. And again, shitty person. It validates what I already know about that guy. Garbage human being. You can just read, he's a garbage person. And that's the thing is, no one can say I'm a garbage person. They can say he's outspoken, he has opinions, he said some nasty things about movies, but I do not have a subhuman aspect to me like these people who say celebrate murder. That's not how you do it. You have no humanity. I don't want to hear he was a Nazi. I don't want to hear that shit. You are the problem. You, not us. You're the problem. And this space is full of people who have that mentality. They inhabit that shit. You got to remember, this space is occupied by people that are not cool, okay? They're not particularly good looking. They don't have much going for them. It's just the truth, okay? They might know something about movies, but that's about it. And I have this strong suspicion that many, when you look at the hard left, you typically see that same pattern, right? They're not really remarkable people at any real level. And so they attach themselves to the cause of hate in a way, right? They're going to say the right is hate. The truth is the left has way more hate than the right. The right might say we don't like this, we don't do this, but the left is full on, if you don't say what we agree in, then you are the problem and you should be taken out. That's so messed up. Do you guys even know how completely psychotic that is? And that's what we have is in this space, whether they are exactly what I just described, the people in the space lean so hard to the left that you can't trust them in reviews. And listen, you can't. You cannot trust someone who is so far to one side that they could ever be objective about something. It's impossible because you're going to bring in all of your bullshit politics into the review and you're going to say, I don't like this actor because they said they agreed with this or that, or this director once did this. And it's like all that gets left outside. There's a thing going around how it's Perks of a Wallflower's 13th anniversary. Love that film. Ezra Miller is so great in that film. For a lot of people, they can't say that. Ezra Miller's a piece of shit. Look at him. And we already talked. We've done so many streams about Ezra Miller. I do not recommend, condone anything that he's done, okay? But in that film, he is stellar. Ezra Miller is a very good actor. And I said, hey, think what you want about him, but, and the thing is, the left, they can never say that because they're like, maybe that's not the right thing to say. The left typically worries about how am I going to be received? Do you think that adheres and applies to me? I can help you. It does not. 0%. That makes me above them for one thing. I don't give a fuck. These people, well, apparently they don't give a shit because they say things that are abhorrent like, thank God you took out that guy. I'm not going to celebrate that. He's an awful human being. Listen, Even if you don't agree with Charlie Kirk, and there's no one saying you have to, I'm going to tell you this. You should not get out in public and say, oh my God, I'm so glad they gunned him down. That guy's a piece of garbage. Yeah, you can't. Just for a second, think about that for a minute. And I think the problem that we have in this world, and I'll get to World of War in a minute. These are what happens. Live. I'm going to do what I want to do. It's my stream. The problem we have in this world is the people live in their own little bubble, and they think everyone thinks how they do, right? Everyone on the hard left and the hard right, okay? Far right, hard left, whatever you want to call it. They all think, everybody thinks Charlie Kirk is a Nazi and he should die, so I'm just going to say he should die because, of course, we all think that. And then in the real world, they find out they don't think like that, and they go, what? You should know. How do you not know that everybody doesn't think like you? Listen, great example. The movies we talk about. There are people that think Weapons is a masterpiece. Sinners is the best film of the year. I'm never going to get through to them because they're so wrong. But I understand they're out there. So imagine me going like, oh, there aren't people who think that Sinners is the best directed film of the year. I understand that. I think it's ludicrous, but I also understand there are. You have to understand that just because you think one thing doesn't mean everyone thinks that. Listen, this is my channel. I can say whatever I want. And I've said certainly there's no room for negotiation on some of these films, taking it back to movies. But when it comes to politically, the fact you don't understand that not everybody is lockstep with how you think shows me that you really have no idea how the world works. And you need to get out of your house more and interact with human beings rather than be online in your own little Reddit group, right? The weirdo Reddit groups, and or whatever it may be. Just, dude, get out, as they say, touch grass. Dude, every night. Now, I ride my bike down to the park. I sit and I watch the sun go down, and I connect with nature. And it's chill, and it's good. And I feel like people need to do more of that. And we saw that over the past week. And that's it, man. The hard and back to this, and we'll get into the thing, is that this space is 100% occupied by people with that mindset, and you know that. Don't pretend. Don't tell me I'm wrong. Don't dare come into my stream right now and tell me I'm wrong. Don't, because you're lying to me, to you, to everybody who's here right now. Don't do that. You're being disingenuous. You know that this space is profuse with left wing mindsets. And when you come even from a centrist position, it makes you look far right. They go, what? Weber, remember? We talked about Civil War. And remember, at the end of Civil War, we're going to drag the president out and execute him. And then they play the goofy song, and then everyone's like celebrating and dancing. And I'm like, this is not good. Like, it made me feel icky, right? But think about that. That film is exactly what we've seen. So the same people who are cheering that film are the ones who are like, good, that's what we should do to Charlie Kirk. This is why Civil War sucked ass. And I was right about that night. So long ago. And our boy at the Wrap with his 4 strands of hair was like, oh, Weber, he's a full MAGA. Oh, really? A full MAGA? Because I don't want to see a president dragged out and blown away and then celebrate? Sorry, 4 strands of hair. You're exactly who I'm talking about here tonight. So not only do you have to worry about going down to 3 strands of hair across your head, you also have to worry about being a shit human being. That's a bad combination. One of them's bad enough. But having to deal with 3 strands of hair and strategically dragging them across your head and trying to figure out how to not be a shitty person, I would not envy you. None of us envy you, 4 strands. Maybe 3. Just remember this 3 strands. I'll call you 3 because it's been a while. It's probably 3. 3 strands of hair. At the end of the day, no one will remember you were in this space. Not one person. Conversely, that won't be the case with me. And it's not because I'm better than you. Well, yeah, it is. But it's because I'm a more decent human being than you. And that's the last time we're going to have a conversation. We good? Good. Don't come at me again. Ever. Things just got serious up in here. I'm telling you, dudes, I'm done playing with these people. These people are psychotic. I'm done playing with them. I'm not playing games with them. We're not playing. I'm not one of those guys. Play in your own sandbox. Nobody's watching. Nobody cares. You have no talent. So that's the thing. Go work on yourself. Why are you worried about what I'm doing? Him. Okay, look at this. This is crazy. Marlon Wayans on Him. Harsh reviews. Some movies are ahead of the curve. He's saying that Him will be better received in a few years than now. Dude, I can help Marlon Wayans out a lot. It's definitely not happening. Okay, here it is. Let's see. Here it is. Here's the thing. Let's see. Wait. I got to find the exact thing. Let's see. No, where is it? He posted on Instagram, it says. Where is it? I can't find it. It's not, whatever. Let's just go back to World Over. But here's the thing. He's wrong. Movie's not good. Go back to my evaluation from Thursday night, right? No question about it. All right, we're almost up on an hour. We're almost done. Let me just gun through this real quick, see if there's anything major that we need to talk about. Sorry I wasted so much time on 3 strands of hair. My bad, dudes. It is what it is, my stream. I just want to make sure, because I know 3 strands of hair is so obsessed with me that I like to make sure that they see it. I'm sure I'll get a text. Maybe I'll get a text from our guy. Love your stream. And then on Twitter, Weber's the worst thing ever. Again, focus on doing a stream where you have more than one person watching. That's my first advice to you. And then from there, you can do whatever you want. I mean, the reason no one watches you is because you're not interesting. Nothing you've ever said in the space is interesting. And you're not objective. So why would I ever want to listen to you? That's the thing. You have to earn people wanting to listen to what you have to say. Been doing this for a while. I think I have earned that. All right, there's nothing like as much else. Forget. We already did everything. Play the clip of Shia arguing with Coppola. How about we save that for next week? I'll save it for next. Did it just come out this week? Did it come out? If it came out this week, but if it's old, hold on, maybe. I just wanted to get off. Well, yeah, Shia and Coppola. Hold on. Let's find out. I got it. Where is it? Oh, is this it? Oh, shit. Do we want to do this? It's 8 minutes long. Do we really want to do this? All right, hold on. Is this it? Kuzma, tell me if this is it.
Independent commission led by citizens.
Hold on, we're watching an ad for Prop 50. Okay, enough.
Once again, letting politicians rig their own
We don't want to do politics
Keep
here.
California a leader for reform. Vote no.
You know I'm in. Hey, by the way, you know I'm in California. I mean, obviously I say that, and you know I'm here. I'm at this 16 and all these things. But would they show me an ad if I was in Ohio? Would they show me an ad for California? See, all I do is offer proof. That's all I do.
Embrace
all
the
I do.
David Yerman Chevron collection.
I just came off.
Okay. Oh, is this it? Just tell me this is it. Okay. Okay. All right, we'll watch it. I didn't expect to be doing this at the 1 hour mark, but if you guys want me to, if he's talking about how awful Megalopolis is, I'm down. All right, here we go. Let's watch it.
Off of Coppola land. This is a guy who's got power. He can make the entire industry flex. Like, he'll make them all turn based on a...
Did you like the movie?
No, but I love him, you know?
Yeah,
and we fought all through the thing because it wasn't my dream, and I was trying to learn his dream, which you're always trying to do.
Who are these guys, the bad friends? Do I know? They just do, like, comics?
You're on a movie. You're trying to learn your guy's dream. Sometimes those dreams aren't easily accessible. Sometimes you feel like you're not old enough to get to the dream. With me and him, it felt like that. It felt like, oh, you know I don't know about, you know, because I'm a baby and you done lived a life, you know. So I would acquiesce to him. But I remember he could make the industry move, you know, because he had that kind of power. And then I look at his accomplishments.
Okay, wait, when's he start?
Telephone.
Hold on. Oh, is it here?
It is. You don't need Hollywood. You don't need a bunch of money.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save this for next week. Let's save this for a whole nother... this is like a whole... It's on Twitter. All right, I'll search. Hold on. Maybe there's someone... Give me a second. I can't log into Twitter, I don't think. Hold on. Let me see if I can log into Twitter or not. I messed up my password. Just give me a second, guys. This is live on my laptop. Oh, now my mouse went out. See, this is what happens when you ask me to do extra stuff. It's live, and I'm trying to fix all this stuff. Hold on. Let me see if I can even log into Twitter. Good Lord. Hold on. Oh, nope. I think I forgot my password on Twitter. Is this showing up on there? No, it's not. Thank God. I was going to say, you all can see what I'm doing. Oh, shit. I don't think I remember. Let's see. I think I got it. Okay, hold on. I think I got it. Okay. What? No, I don't want to boost my account security. All right, what do I search? Shia. Give me a second. Shia and Coppola. All right, here we go. All right, give me a second. When was it new? Is this it?
I need a little bit of. I need.
This is it, right? Hold on, guys. Is this it? Is this it? All right, hold on. All right, here we go. This is it. All right, here we go. All right, sorry. Give me a second. All right, here we go.
So I need a little bit of. I still need something in my cards to get me here because I actually want to get here.
Well, he's just accused you of shooting your thing, so you can do it the way you want.
Okay, fine. I know what you want. I know what you want.
It's just that's a great
I know what you want.
shot.
I know what you want. I know what you want.
There's nothing. No, there's not a single shot in Megalopolis that's great. Not one. It's an abysmal film. One of the worst films ever made.
If you say you're going to have to prove yourself to me, son, and then there's a break in the action, as opposed to saying it all at once, and I'll sit and I say I can't. Yeah. Okay. And then you.
I think what I like about Shia is he's so intense. Does that remind you of anyone?
Can say the rest of that on the other side. Yeah, sure. Okay. Does that mean I'm off the list? Off the list. Your list of errors.
So
I was getting into it with Voight.
You want to do all that without him behind your desk?
Voight's like, dude, I'm like 90. Can we just get this over with?
Just that little piece. Yeah. He's got to get over there.
Yeah.
You like it?
I'm trying.
I'll be at the desk. Sure.
Whatever.
Well, listen, I'll tell you what. I trust anyone but Coppola right now.
Okay, so I'll get the.
So whatever she is saying, do it.
I'm not saying.
I mean, if there's a reason why I have to have a shot over here when I'm planning to have a shot over there, because then I have the shot over there, then the scene's over.
Can I just say, listen, this is going to be not mean, but it's going to point to what I talk about. Coppola's old, right? You can see it in the shot. He just looks tired. I mean, when you're that old, and I'm getting there, when you get to that age, trust me, you think you're going to be as fast? No. So it's almost like these directors lose the fastball. They just don't have the same patience. They don't have the same speed. Again, if I do this stream in 20 years, this stream will not look like the stream it is now because I can't go as fast. My brain's not going to process as quickly. And that's just reality. And same things happen to directors when you look at Michael Mann, when you look at Coppola, when you look at Ridley Scott, when you look at these directors who've lost the fastball in their old age because they don't process and move as quickly, physically and mentally, move as quickly as they did in the past.
My action's no different no matter what he does.
Yeah, so what are we inventing a whole step for? Where did that come from? Who was the director who came in here and started to state the scene?
You're obviously the director.
Yeah, but I'm not having a chance to.
Well, let's try it behind the desk. Yeah, the whole thing behind the desk. Okay, we're just sketching now. Just show you something so you can say no to that thing that we showed you.
Oh, okay, I'm happy to do that.
Okay, I thought it would be more electric, but that's not. I mean, listen, it just goes to what I'm saying. Shia knew the film's terrible. Shia, listen, I told you the story, right? My buddy said, who's in the industry, who knows a lot of people, he said Shia LaBeouf is not easy to work with. He's a real, essentially a dick, and you can kind of see it, right? You would probably think that about me. But I'm actually really easy to work with. You just have to do what I want you to. No, but in general, I would never be on a set doing that. I would just go, I'll do it. But I would just say, hey, listen, have we thought about this? Because at some point, it's Coppola's money. And I'm like, okay, I mean, that's why it wouldn't be good for me to be on a set because I would be constantly going, I don't think this is the right thing to do. And I think I told you the story, right? Where there was a director who watches MMT, sent me a direct message and say, I want to show you my new film, but I'm afraid of what you're going to say. I'm like, what? Dude, why? Why would you ever say that? You should want me to come in and see your film early so I can fix it, so I can help you. I've only been nothing but dead on every evaluation. I don't care what it is. Every evaluation has had really solid points. And the thing is like the other night we're walking out, me and Menzel come out of him, and they're having a test screening for whatever it was. They wouldn't tell us. It was screening squad. And I'm like, why can I come in? They're not going to let you in. I already know that. But the thing is you should want me there. I've said it before. All these people who are here for their free gift card, and there's 50, 100 people, maybe more lined up. I want you to get rid of all of them, okay? I want them all gone. And I want you to clear the room. I'm going to come in. I can bring Scott in. We're probably going to bitch at each other. We tend to see a lot of the same things. Scott and I are going to sit on different sides of the theater. We're going to watch it. When it's over, we're going to come together, talk about our notes, and then you can bring in the team, and I'm going to say, here's what you need to do. Boom, 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 boom. Here's our suggestions. If you want to do them, good. It's going to make the film better. If you don't, we don't care. I just want my consulting fee. My consulting fee for fixing this motherfucker is going to be $50K because that's not cheap. I'm giving you gold. I'm not giving you 500. I'm not giving 5. I want 50 fucking K, and I'm going to fix this movie. Best $50,000 you ever spent because you're already spending over $50,000 for this screening tonight with the screening squad. That costs a ton of money to bring that whole outfit in. You got to pay the people the gift cards. Give me the $50K. Get rid of everyone else. I don't need screening squad. I don't need IOTA. I don't need any of these motherfuckers here. I don't need Nielsen. I am here. I'm going to give you it. I want $50K. And I'm going to tell you what's up. Why would they not say that? I don't understand why these studios would. Is it, I think about this all the time. Is it because they look and go, oh, it's a white guy? Who fucking cares? Why would you ever say that? Why would you ever, in any universe, look at someone and say, I can't listen to what they have to say because of it's a man, a woman, white, black. It doesn't matter. The thoughts are what are there. Earlier, I dragged Film Twitter and I called them all kinds of things because the thoughts are not there. If the thoughts were there, I don't care if you've got rainbow hair. The problem is the rainbow hair, very, very, very high likelihood that what's going to come out of your mouth is going to be something we're like, oh my God, what in the hell, dude? What are you talking about? This is so far from reality. That's what I'm talking about. But, right, the problem is the studios go, Weber is a white guy who's not young and hip. Who gives a fuck? I'm cooler at my age than a 28-year-old, that's for sure. And I definitely know more about what I'm talking about than the 28-year-old. But again, I don't check a box.
So we can't have that, can we? That's box checking. And Weber doesn't check the boxes.
So sad. Can you imagine going through life? We're going to hire somebody because they check a box. What? Stupidest shit I ever heard. Comment blast goes out. On this Sunday night, back to tonight's lead track. It's Nina's Automatic Call. I'm going to crank it a little bit. It's a really cool synthwave track. It reminds me a little bit of, all this stuff is FM 84, Midnight, Time Cop, 1983. But I found this, it kind of showed up in my suggestions, and I was like, I could see this in a movie. That's what I'd be good. I'd be a great music supervisor. Have you thought about this track? They're like, oh, that's a good song. At the end of the day, if you ask me, why am I good at what I do? It's a bunch of things, but it comes down to one thing. I have good taste. You can't fake good taste. Either you have it or you don't. Tonight's kid is Atlas, by the way. This is another Don't Make Me Do the Ads. I'm not going to do it. You guys already know. I don't need to prove it. I'm not the guy. I don't need to. Give me the chorus on 3. 1, 2, and now. I'd say audience test screenings are still important because you have the weird general audiences attend these. You're absolutely needed during the actual production. That's true, Jay. That might be true. But I can still sort of say that. But you're right. I'm needed during production to say we're not doing this. Go back to Indiana Jones and the Dial Disaster. I would have said we're not making this film. What? Who's No, stop. Film's over. Stop. Shut it down. Right? Mia Goth's great. Apparently she's a bitch too. No, that was the rumor, right? Remember the Maxine thing that disappeared? Where she treated some extra like shit and it seemed like there was a case and it just disappeared? He got paid off. That extra got paid off. No question about it. No question. Because what happens is this. Even if it's true and you're the guy who was an extra and Mia Goth stepped on your dick or whatever it was. I forget what the story was. It was something crazy. And you were going to go out with that in public, which he did. To make it go away, they come to you and say, how's $100,000 sound? NDA. And the guy's like, $100,000? Shit, that's more than I make as an extra in a year. I'll take $100,000. I'll shut up. And by the way, guess what? The case disappears. That's what happens. You don't think it happens everywhere? People have a price. I'm not saying I wouldn't. If Mia Goth stepped on my dick and was a bitch, I'm just saying hypothetically. I would say $100,000. Do I still have my dicks intact? We're good. Not like the movie Max scene, which was ridiculous, right? Cutting the guy's dick off. That movie's bad, man. Fucking terrible. But, right? Everyone has a price. You got it, Soup Can. Anytime, buddy. We're back tomorrow night. So I don't know why I'm going long tonight. He rubs people the wrong way. Well, sounds like me. The Shia LaBeouf of the film space is Weber. Because I do rub people the wrong way. But if you want to be entertained, I can do that too. But tomorrow night is our MMT evaluation of Smashing Machine live. Now, that said, if I decide not to go tomorrow, don't be angry with me. Because I could just be like, I don't want to go. Right? I respect you, even though you like floor 4. It's fair. Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, we definitely are a dog catcher. There's only a few of us left that are actually good. Seriously, right now, before we leave, this song's almost over. Okay, real quick. Go in the comments right now. Anybody, if you're on Twitter, go to YouTube. Midnight Movie Talk. Get in the comments right now before the song's over. Name one other critic who actually has credit. Go. Who has credibility? Go. I'll hit as many as possible and I'll say yes or no. Go. If anyone says fantasy, you're bounced. We're laughing. We will laugh. We are laughing. Anchorman. Right? Come on, guys. Come in. As many as you can. Name one. Go. You have like literally 10. That's it. Oh my God. Not deep focus lens. Please. Why? Why did you do that? I do like Sean. I'll give, you know what? I'll give him the green light tonight. I'll give Sean the green light. Sean, I'll give you the green light, buddy. Mark, I totally agree with you. You're good. Mark sees this. He's smart. Mark, you're not a critic, but you're really good, dude. Because every time, like, you say, like, look out for this, I'm like, there it is. Or I see it, you see everything, which is amazing. Meet the Weirdos. What the hell is that? Deep Blue something. All right, I'll trust you on that. I have no idea what that is, but it's now time for me to leave. I got to go. I've got to do nothing. I'm going to go to bed. I hope you enjoyed the stream. It's always fun on Sunday night. The shades are off. That means the stream's over. Thanks for being here. I'll see you tomorrow night for Smashing Machine. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll see you just Thursday for one battle after another. 2 big awards films. Definitely one. More than likely 2 this week. Get the notifications from Midnight Movie Talk on YouTube. Thanks for being here live from LA. We are off the air. Peace out. Enjoy your week.